Remember, this is Alpha Omega occasionally, and we will put up videos more occasionally than the occasions we did in the past. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega occasionally. And guess what? It's probably going to be more occasionally than it was more occasionally than it was when it was called Alpha Omega Daily. And thanks very much for all your suggestions, lads. This is it's going in keeping with the videos in this channel. I do a lot of talking. You're probably aware, a lot of you may be aware, some of you maybe not, that I have a second channel, and it's the Big Picture El Panorama. That's my credentials there, if you can see that. But basically, I've got over 90,000 followers on that channel as I'm speaking now. And we've got just shy of 3,000 followers on this channel. So I want this channel to go the way of that channel, obviously. And to do that, I have to start uploading more content. I do concentrate a lot on that. Obviously, it's my bread and butter. This is where I do it. This is what this video is more or less about. It gives you an insight into what's going on. This is where I do it. I operate with two machines, and both are IMAX. One's a 27-inch, one's a 25-inch. That one's about 5 years old. That one's about 6 months old. Always as well off to have a backup in whatever you're doing. I'm in the process of uploading. Just move this out of the way if you can see it there. I'm up in the process of uploading a video to the member section of the Big Picture El Panorama. And you'll see, if you want to see, well, you probably can't see much, but I have to select now. It's been approved. In other words, there's no issues found with it. So I can just go ahead and make sure it's members only, and publish that. So that's more or less what I'm doing now. And when I'm talking to you about whatever I talk to you about on this channel, the bits and pieces, I give it to you in an upbeat way. One of the things about being a YouTuber, as you can probably tell, I'm on my own. I shoot the videos. I go down to the market. This is for the Big Picture El Panorama. If you're not familiar with it, I apologize, but have a look at. There's a link in the description. I go down to the market every single night, and I go down alone, obviously, and park my electric motorcycle. And sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes I'm just not in the humour. But I just get into it, and you get into a flow, and then off it goes, and you meet some of the most beautiful women in the world, as you know. But that brings me on to the subject of depression. No matter where you are in the world, in other words, no matter what, there's Harry calling me now. Yes, Harry, just a moment. No matter where you are in the world, you're basically, yes, Harry, just a moment, But no matter where you are in the world, no matter what your environment is, you're going to suffer from, well, you're not going to, I suppose you are, because I've lived my life so far approaching 60, and I've suffered from bouts of depression from time to time. So I'm assuming most people do. There's circumstantial depression and there's clinical depression. I mean, obviously I'm not medically trained in any way, shape or form, but from my own life experience, I've experienced both. And even living in Thailand, you can get yourself into a state of depression. One of the reasons why I'm talking about this is because I do my videos late at night. I mentioned before, I have a few drinks still going on, but it's not too bad. But waking up the next morning after being out until about 2 shooting your videos, and my son wasn't well, but he's okay now. But I'm looking after him. He's going back to school on Monday. This is Saturday. Thank God he's going back to school on Monday. But I'd be looking after him as well, and trying to edit a video in the morning, and stuck here with him, and then trying to entertain him. And it gets very depressing, and it doesn't matter if you've got the tropics outside your window, outside your door. It still can get like that. And you know, if you're coming to Thailand, if you come to Thailand and you expect it to be all fantastic, maybe it will be all fantastic and it probably should be all fantastic, but be aware of the fact that you're probably going to spend a lot of time on your own, especially if you're in your 60s, you know. You'd be lucky to get a good girl to marry, let's say, and if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But there's plenty of fellas that don't. There's plenty of fellas who are single. I see them down in Jomtien Beach, down in Pattaya, and I see some guys just staring into oblivion. I'm serious. You know, I was along there making a video about 3 or 4 weeks ago on Jomtien Beach, and there's a kind of a seating area along the beach, whatever you call it. But I saw we say in Ireland, elflas, old codgers like me, let's say, a little bit older, sitting there with walking sticks, some of them, just looking into oblivion. They've been to all the nightclubs, they go to all the bars, they've had all the fun, and you know, if you eat pizza every day, it's going to get boring. So you've got to find other ways to fill in your time to counteract. And some fellas, I don't know, they haven't got the opportunity, I don't know. I'm running 2 YouTube channels, which really helps me stay busy, and that's the main thing. You've got to stay busy. You've got to stay busy. If you don't, you know, the devil finds work for idle hands to do, as they say. I have rendered myself into situations that I'd rather not speak about, and rendering myself into those situations has caused me to enter into a situation of enormous expense, replacing things that I've lost due to the fact that I've been gallivanting, you know. Physical things, like I was out last night and I lost this. I had to buy a replacement. These are my channel IDs. Actually, this time around, I actually bought 2. There's another one there, lanyards. They're 60 baht each for the whole thing, the ribbon and the actual lanyard. I suppose, I don't know what you call that, the window, whatever it is, the envelope, whatever thing. But anyway, I'd just say that doing YouTube is a great thing, but you're doing it alone. You see, it's a solo activity by and large, and you know, I sit here and I edit my videos, and it takes a bit of time to edit your videos. That takes up my time, and that's a very productive time, and it's great to be able to have that. So it's now a 5:45. Harry's inside watching TV, fully recovered, and thank you everybody for asking about him. He had a touch. He had streptococcal throat, so there you go. You end up in hospital with it, but he's okay now. But his mother is off with her mother. She's 95. She's looking after her. I have to drop Harry down to her later on. Then I can come back up here, have a shower, and go off and make my nightly movie for the big picture, El Panorama. I mean, you've heard of all about that before, but I can tell you that my state of mind is probably on an even keel at the moment. There are times in Thailand you wake up and you're ecstatic because it's tropical and beautiful, and it's the middle of December, let's say. It's not December now, this is May, but you can say, oh my God, what would it be like back in Europe, and look where I am, and that really helps. That really helps. So if you suffer from any kind of mental trauma, or mental anguish, or these are also, you know, other ways of putting it, or suffer from any type of conditional or whatever other type of depression you can think of, leave a comment in the comment section. I find YouTube to be very therapeutic, and I can air my views and get feedback from you guys, and it's worth its weight in gold. So I hope you benefit from what we've discussed in this video, and if you have any issues you want to talk about in relation to this video, leave a message in the comment section. I haven't been great in getting back to comments on this channel because, as I said, I got 90,000 followers on the big picture El Panorama. I hope you guys watching this, if you don't know about that, have a look at it and follow us along. But I will, for this video, in make sure the fact that I reply to all the comments. So thank you very much for watching, and remember, this is Alpha Omega occasionally, and we will put up videos more occasionally than the occasions we did in the past. I hope to see you again very soon for another thrilling video. Thanks for watching.